What if I told you that Newton's first law, yeah, the one you learned in school, might actually be the key to understanding life itself? Because from the very beginning, life is motion. And when motion stops, so does life. Think about it. Every single one of us started as a moving sperm cell. We fought through resistance, fluid, gravity, millions of competitors. And the one that kept moving, with the greatest velocity and the least amount of friction, was the one that made it. That's Newton's first law in action. An object in motion stays in motion, unless acted upon by an external force. And that law never stops applying. From birth to adulthood, we're constantly pushing forward, against emotional friction, physical pain, societal systems, trauma, pressure, gravity itself. We take in energy, food, knowledge, experiences, even substances, just to keep moving. We move towards things that give us pleasure, stability, comfort, safety, connection, love, acceptance, belonging, meaning, money, power, respect, just to keep moving. Eventually, we hit a peak, adulthood, success, mastery. But like every object in motion, we start to slow. Our forces, our energy, our health, our environment, our resources, our will, our desire to push against the resistance begins to wane. And then something always acts on us. Illness, accidents, old age. And just like that, our motion stops. Life, borrowed energy, returns to the earth. We were born in motion. We live in resistance. We die in surrender. But here's the truth. If you're still breathing, you're still in motion. And that means you still have the power to move, to create impact, to keep from slowing down, to keep from stopping. Because no matter what's happened, no matter how much we've lost, no matter how much we're in pain, no matter how little we have, we can always push through. Even if it's just one more day, one more breath, one more step, one more word, one more smile, one more tear, one more fight, one more try. As long as we keep moving, as long as we keep feeling, we keep living. So what keeps you moving through resistance? What fuels your engine? What gives you purpose? What drives your ambition? What keeps you going when you don't feel like going? What keeps you growing when you don't feel like growing? What keeps you moving when everything inside you wants to stop? Drop a comment below. Let me know. Share this with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe, not just for content, but for real conversations about life, death, motion, and meaning. This is Newton's first law. Life is motion. Death is stillness. Until next time, peace.